Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, all placements, Holy Spirit, Angel Guides, Spirit Guides. What is the full moon message for Aquarius? Hi, Aquarius. Thank you so much for stopping by the channel. It's time to do the unexpected. This is right in alignment with where you are at this time. You're at a point, a pivotal point, Spirit said, of evolution. This is super moon energy doing something that requires more than the ordinary. It's time to do the unexpected. Okay, Spirit, tell me, what does Aquarius need to do or know under this full moon? So much is going on with you under this full moon. It's all about your first house, your identity, your self-discovery. You open up with karma. And you know what? That is funny because you are in the North Node. And the North Node is about resolving issues of karma. And remember, karma can be good as well as karma can be a debt. First card is Judgment, Scorpio energy. Then the Hangman. They are major arcana, Six of Cups, nostalgia, memories, feelings, emotions, a cup. So this is past energy. Whatever happened in the past did change your perspective. It looks like it was an emotional lesson, but it taught you a lot. You could be getting good karma or bad karma. Or you could see somebody else be receiving their karma, good or bad again. But this pertains to you, okay, Spirit? Current energy, Ace of Pentacles. At the center is the Queen of Wands, Two of Wands. You have a choice. We always have a choice, especially when it pertains to ourself, our next step. All about our evolution. Yes, let's go over the cards again now that I have them all here. Judgment, assessing ourselves. That's the only one that we can pass judgment on. But judgment is also a major arcana, which is ultimately controlled by God, right? It's the Hangman, the Hangwoman, another major arcana where you may have come in with one set of beliefs, but you leave totally different. So this is all about the lesson, the transformation, you remembering what happened in the past. You come into this reading with those past memories, and now wisdom, growth has allowed you to understand why you've had to go through what you went through. That's the whole purpose of this. Current energy is Ace of Pentacles. That is a blessing. All aces are blessings for me. But this one pertains to something tangible in the material world that you've worked hard for and you've obtained. It could be anything from a house to a car to an apartment to graduating, a goal, an objective, something tangible that gives you something lucrative, money, or puts you in a position of money, power. And then the King and Queen of Wands takes action. This is the July buck growing a new set of antlers, fighting for what they want, having the courage, the confidence to continue to go after it. The choice all comes down to a choice. And remember, you came in being ruled by the first house, thinking beyond what you see, being yourself, the visionary, but also the North Node, being a karmic sponge. It's almost like you come to reason with the good that you've done, the past, or why something is happening. But understanding that all things work together for good for those who are called. And we are all called. But you do have the Two of Wands here at a crossroads. You need to make a choice. And you know, the one thing about God, he doesn't force you. He just shows you the past where things have gone one way. And that was his way ultimately, regardless of what it appeared like on the outside. So a lot has happened to reformulate how you feel now. And how you feel now is the King or Queen of Wands. Very much in control, setting good intentions and then moving towards those goals and objectives to make that come to fruition. And we've all been going kind of a retrograde period where we're re-examining, researching, revisiting, replaying, rethinking, but all of that in preparation to move again. A choice. We always know if we make the wrong choice, we're going to be disappointed. And I think some of you already know the right choice. That's what Spirit is saying. You've always had your angel guide, your spirit guides, and Holy Spirit around. I do see that you make the right choice. Why do I say that? Because you have the Six of Wands here, and that is about recognizing the right choice. You knew it all along. It was in your intuition. When you open up with two major arcanas, and then you get the Ace of Pentacles, you're going to make the right choice, which is the Hermit. Only you could make the right choice. Why? Because you are so unique. Even though you went through betrayal with the Five of Cups, the Five of Cups always has two cups standing. That's what I'm telling you. You're going to be fine going into the future. Make the right choice. It's about self. What is the right thing for you? Self-preservation above all things. So there's always two cups still standing upright. And those two cups are to help you maintain hope. And we know that you are the card of hope. And this is how the cards fell. The last card being a major arcana, 4 of them so far. You're the star in tarot, a major arcana. And the star is all about shining brightly, yourself, being truly who you are. It's also about hope, healing, and then regaining your hope. Healing after the Five of Cups, and then turning around and focusing on those two cups, and then healing to the point of restoration. Yeah, see, you are on the verge of doing something that's totally unexpected and sudden too, you know, out of the blue. No advance notice. That's you. And you don't have to give any. You don't need to give anybody any advance notice. This is an inside job here. This is about self-identity, where you are, where you want to go, what traps do you see. It's an inside job, and you definitely know that you are able to move on, because the North Node is about your soul's destiny. It's about the wheel. It's about expansion, Sagittarian energy, Aquarius energy. Aquarius is all about expansion. You're very unconventional. You want to stand out. You want to be different. That's the King or Queen of Wands. Especially when you are called, it just naturally happens. You don't always look to stand out. I mean, sometimes you want to look good, but most of the time you do that just in your everyday attire, your confidence, and the way you carry yourself. You stand out already. So people recognize you. We already said that, right? You're unconventional. And you can even be a rebel at sometimes, but you're going to do the unexpected. And that's where change really takes place. Especially for all of us, Spirit is calling spiritual change at this time. Okay, Spirit, qualify. Actually, this is a good reading so far. Doing the unexpected, which is being you. Really concentrating, though. What else does Aquarius need to know so that you're in tune? Judgment again. Something is going to be reconciled. Yes. 2 cards of judgment. That's your first card. That's that karmic judgment. A cycle coming under judgment. Again, we know whose ultimate judgment matters here. Okay. Strength card. Courage, confidence, inner power. This is about elevation from a past state to a new state. Having the courage, the confidence, the inner power. Leo energy. Yeah, Leo, Aries, Sag. It could be another Aquarius. Scorpio. Oof. Some type of heartbreak. Whoever caused the heartbreak, Aquarius. Well, we all play a part. Somehow. Yes. So maybe that's the choice, because you have the 4 of Cups twice. And this is in near future energy. This is a time that the past could return. And Spirit doesn't want you to feel disconnected, unhappy, bored, idle. That's exactly. Justice 11, Libra. This is so much about self-identity, spiritual functionality, what's been your part in your life, how he's appearing, through what means, through people, through you hearing the word. How is the message being delivered? Where you're going. Finding balance, though, is extremely important with everything going on in our lives. Staying balanced so that we don't become lopsided, fall prey to one way of thinking, or let one thing devour us. Absolutely. And justice and judgment. I mean, this is definitely about karmic law, integrity, consequences, getting what you deserve. Maybe you doing something unexpected is what others deserve. I'm hearing that for some of you. Okay. Yeah, this concerns love. Who you're going to give your heart to, who deserves you. You're definitely coming at it from a different perspective with the hangwoman, the hangman. You've also discovered something about your purpose. You're moving at least in that direction. Destiny is calling you there. You're just using all things. The Tower shows up. Here's that unexpected energy. You know, Spirit just told me, like, we decide because we have a choice, right? So we make a decision, we decide what direction we're going in, but we know that God has the ultimate decision. But it's time for the unexpected, and I do feel like you two converge. I don't think there's any issue on what that decision's going to be, because the past, the old, it's crumbling. Justice is here. Judgment twice. The Strength card. The Hermit. The Hangwoman, the Hangman. This is all about self-identity. You prevailing. You being even a little bit of a rebel. Like standing your ground. Setting up new boundaries. Understanding now your value, your worth. Spirit is really working on you, because this is a time where you're fulfilling your life's purpose, a version of yourself. All right. Tell me about love, Spirit. For Aquarius, under this unexpected energy going forward, what is it that Aquarius needs to know? Oh, spiritual. Your spiritual journey is beginning. I'll say with all those major arcanas, you are looking deeply to discover your soul's purpose. Not only inside, but also in your relationships. You are a card of clarity, a sword, truth and clarity. You live by the sword. Absolutely. That's why you're such a visionary. So you're even looking beyond. When you look beyond past yourself, because you've discovered who you are, and now you're seeing how Holy Spirit wants to use you within your community, within your circle. Things are changing. A lot of unexpectedness is changing spiritually. You're feeling things deeper, and there's clarity, there's truth, there's discovery. Again, that is the moment, like, you discover your purpose. It's coming. It's all about this unexpected energy. You also have, it's time to do the unexpected, and you have the Tower, which is an endings, which aligns with the full moon, getting ready for something new to come in. Somebody expects you to do things one way. Even you may expect that things are going to go one way, but then the Tower shows up and it goes his way. Absolutely. This is about deep clarity, deep spirituality. This is a moment, a special moment, one you'll never forget. Okay. A love bond grows stronger over time. So something does happen. That's why you need this spirituality, that you needed these past lessons. That's why Spirit steps in to make it happen within divine time, suddenly. And your part is to go along with it. It does lead to a bond that grows stronger over time. Tell me more. Tell me more about this bond that grows stronger over time for Aquarius. I just want to know. 2030 on the clock. Over time, it marinates. Suddenly, out of nowhere, you make the right choice. So we're praying that Aquarius makes the right choice right now that leads to love, doing something totally unexpected, going with your Holy Spirit, going with your energy, allowing their self to be guided. True love, destiny in divine timing. And that's what the North Node is about for you right now. Very important that you know that you're being guided, that the North Node is about karma. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good karma. Your angel guides, your spirit guides, justice are establishing new structures, new systems, processes, conditions, rules. You're on the right track. Someone from the other side also has your back, Aquarius. So feel encouraged. Yes, you're doing your best and you will succeed. Observe your surroundings and communicate clearly. Clearly is about that clarity. Be sure of everything. Your surroundings, the way you communicate. Be sure of everything, and then everything will fall into place. 1, 2, 3, 4. When you see that number, know that you have favor, you have divine's attention, you're being guided towards your destiny. Put 1, 2, 3, 4 in the comments. Know that I'm praying for you. And until the next moon phase, Aquarius, namaste.